Hello everybody, and welcome back to Spiral Knights. Now you can see that not much has changed. Changed in terms of, gear, probably because, I picked up very shortly after I left off in the previous video. Because I'm basically doing a bit of a binge in terms of recording videos. Because I'm probably going to trash my voice doing this, but hey. But hey, I'm going to basically give myself a large stock of episodes to upload on a regular schedule. Also, I hope people will enjoy that. Eh? Alright, so anyway, hey, we're doing yet another run because we are almost ready for the next Orb of Alchemy, actually. Almost ready to get our next Alchemy Orb. Or our third and final Alchemy Orb to finish up the particular helm that I'm trying to get to finish up my armor so that I can then progress to the next rank, to the 3-star. So that I can basically get clearance for the next thing down. So admittedly, I will then need to progress to 4 stars so that I can actually start performing some rank missions and actually get some story. And actually get to some story elements. Elements that you people can enjoy. Rather than just me, mucking around, telling various silly stories and such. Gremlin, you might not want to be there. You might not want to stay there. Buddy, you made it! You survived! Now you're dead. Hey, better than being trapped in Amber. I almost... And yes, I just made another referential joke. Like, could you imagine how horrific it would be getting trapped in crystal, like inside any sort of solid? Well, it'd be a carbonite amber, which is this sort of weird resin that creates a suspended animation state. In any life form that it traps. Perhaps, or just, getting trapped inside crystal, Naruto style. Basically just getting trapped inside of any sort of solid where you cannot move. But you can see out into the world and just see it progressing around you, but you aren't going anywhere. Or you are trapped. Now, conscious and aware of everything around you, but otherwise not able to see anything. But otherwise not able to do anything. Not able to really interact with the world. Oh, which is a great punishment for certain villains, as Warehouse 13 has shown. Actually, I'm not sure it's a great punishment, because it just gives them a lot of time to plan. And some villains have even used that as a way of avoiding other more... How shall I say? Deadly fates? It's or even just avoiding dying of natural causes. Like, basically, alright, so what I'm talking about is this show called Warehouse 13. It was on Sci-Fi for a while. It's unfortunately no longer... It finished its run. And after a handful of seasons, unfortunately. But it was still good fun when it was running. And again, one of the things that the Warehouse does is with particularly nasty villains that could become people like Hitler, Mussolini, or other absolutely horrific people in history. They put them through a process that is known as bronzing, where they are literally put into a suspended animation state and encased in bronze. And encased in a shell of bronze. That preserves this particular suspended animation state and acts as a perfect prison. But what they ended up finding out is that people that are bronzed remain conscious. Conscious, they're still able to think. They're still able to think. Like, they're fully aware of how much time is passing by. Even if they can't see anything. Even if they can't see the world, what's going on around them in the world, or hear anything coming through that shell of bronze, they can still think. Which is a very gruesome thing if you think about it. But unfortunately, it seems like a lot of villains didn't stay bronze for long. Or, micrally, various villains did not stay bronzed. In fact, some of the most dangerous villains they ever had came from the bronze sector. Like after getting freed by another villain. Well, typically. But see, the healers don't care about the shankles. And that's a little bit sad and depressing. So, pay for being a dawdler. Pay for falling down the job. You suck as a healer, you're fired. Literally. I apologize, I will... Should I maybe have a fire pun counter, too? Nah, because I'm probably not going to do that many fire puns. And this game makes enough fire-related theme jokes and other things as they already. With fire crystals, heat... Anyway. But how gruesome would that be, literally being trapped in time and not able to interact with it, as a form of punishment? Because even if you do get out, like even if you somebody helps you break out of that shell, you're still stuck there. Like you're still trapped. Or miraculously, even if somebody does get you out, like you're not still trapped, but you're still a person out of time. I'm like, so much time has gone by around you, it's quite possible that everybody that would have known you is gone. And so many lives are gone. Like, all of the people that you knew are gone. Some of the various plans that you made erased by time. I'm like another show that I watched what particular, like, sort of warlord type being tried to get to her army, which was supposed to be waiting for her for after hundreds of millions of years. Years which supposedly would still not be that long of a period of time for the type of creature that they are, but they did, when she did get to that place, she found nothing but bones and dust. And so some of the implications and thoughts is that perhaps they died waiting, is that they perhaps time just killed them and where nothing else did. Or perhaps they did infighting while waiting for her. Or just eradicating each other. And the ones that were left were too wounded to survive. For a meaningful amount of time. But either way, it kind of drove home the fact that they were a person out of time. Their age was gone. Their age had ended. They were no longer relevant. And that's kind of what would happen if you were sealed away from time. Even if, like, for example, you were a criminal and sealed away from time, from the rest of the time stream. Stream as a form of punishment. Like, for example, you're a supervillain, you get sealed away in some sort of time rift, therefore you're frozen in time. Even if you do get out, when you do, it's more than likely that by the time you do get out, everything that you really wanted to take, time will have taken before you. Or you're like, if you were trying to conquer a city, it's quite possible that city will be dust. Or you were trying to save someone. Save someone or get revenge on certain people, it's quite possible that those people would be dead. Dead of natural causes by the time you get out. Ow. Look at me, rambling, and I'm walk right into the frickin' thorn patch.